Gizmo. I'm gonna take care of you, and I'm gonna follow all 3 of those rules. Oh, hi! My little buddy here. Isn't he cute? I guess we'll just go into the review portion of this, because I'm in the mood for it, for reasons. I don't know why. He's a cute little mogwai.
Our sequel's just as good as the foist. Let's look back. Happy anniversary, 30 years to this one. June 15th, 1990. Joe Dante comes back with one of the best Christmas horror comedy films ever made. Although this one has nothing to do with Christmas anymore. But the first one did. Anyway, Gremlins 2, The New Batch. Written by Charles S. Hass, based on characters created by Chris Columbus, and creature designs by Rick Baker. I really don't think I should have to explain who those 2 are. So anyway, we'll be moving on. This sequel to the beloved 1984 classic takes a new approach. Less serious and less dark than its original, Gremlins 2 is more cartoony and slapsticky. Is slapsticky a word? Whatever. I don't care about words. This movie parodies itself, and I love that, taking the film's 3 rules and even joking at how absurd they could be.
I mean, it's always midnight somewhere.
We open with Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Wait, what? No, seriously, they start with a cartoon to the film. So you're in the middle watching a cartoon, and then poof, on with the actual film. Very interesting. Dante said that the animation opening was to set the anarchic tone. And boy, is there anarchy. Gremlins 2 continues the story of the beloved cutie Gizmo, voiced by the Deal or No Deal guy. Now homeless after his shopkeeper is no longer with us. Wasn't me. Gizmo searches for... Well, that was terrible. Let's try it again. Gizmo searches for... And they do reunite. Not until he is captured by scientists that want to experiment on him in a lab inside a building known as Clamp Center, and by coincidence, Billy Peltzer works there. He is also engaged to Kate. Aww. I wonder how she got him to say yes. Pfft, who wouldn't say yes to that? Phew, is it getting hot in here or is it just her? Oh yeah, there's Marla. She's a slut. We get to see how our human friends have become since we last saw them, and we get to see some nice moments with them with little Gizmo. But you know, Gizmo has to get wet eventually, and this time we get from his spawn, popping out everywhere, we get George, Mohawk, Daffy, and Lenny. Not Lenny! They lock Gizmo in the vents, and then proceed to eat in the food court, of all places, at night. Dun, dun, dun! Eventually, Gizmo does get out, but Mohawk, went from Stripe to Mohawk. That hairstyle automatically means bad guy? Prejudice against hair, I tell ya. Anyway, sprinklers in the building go off, and yep, who would have guessed it? The Gremlin army spawns, and all this hellish stuff ensues. And by that I mean, we have all these fun, wacky scenes of so many different kinds of gremlins. It's amazing! Like a salad gremlin and a Phantom of the Opera gremlin. And of course, we also get Greta. Well, we'll get back to her later. I shouldn't do that anymore. Ugh, no esophagus and such. Props to them for coming up with so many designs and types, by the way. And it's a blast. Anyway, throughout the mayhem, we do get reunited with Murray Futterman and his wife. Holy crap, Dick Miller survived a film. Miracles can happen. They have a run-in with Bat Gremlin. Yes, Bat Gremlin. One of the coolest looking designs, by the way. He is able to go in the sun because he gets a sun protection injected into the bat, causing him to become the only gremlin that can stand on the sun.
Get away from me! It's a bat! Or something.
Eventually he gets defeated and turns to a gargoyle, but pretty cool shit.
Holy crap, he lives in a movie? Oh my gosh, he actually survives! I love that man.
We also have Grandpa Fred, who is basically Grandpa Munster, and I love that little reference homage there. He is a horror host a la Fright Night. We'll talk about that one someday. And he, along with Mr. Katsuji, a Japanese tourist. Can he work a camera? Of course he can. He's Japanese.
What? What? You're all racist. Anyway. I don't even know anymore. So, as I was saying,
they film the chaos that happens and spreads it out for the news for people to see. Some of the best cameos in this film include horror legend Christopher Lee as Dr. Cushing Catheter. Cushing, I like that little nod there. Bless you. Mwah. The man in the lab that had his Doublemint twin assistants work on Gizmo in the first place. Halfway through the film strip breaks, caused by those gremlins, and we see agitated moviegoers upset, especially with it being replaced with a vintage nudie film, Volleyball Holiday. I'll be doing a review of that later on. In this, we get Hulk Hogan to rip his shirt, smash some soda and hot buttered popcorn, and demand that they continue with Gremlins 2.
This film has some good fourth wall breaking. I'm a mime. I can tell.
Dante has gone on to say that this scene is one of the most widely enjoyed jokes in Gremlins 2. I can see why. Fun note, for VHS, they changed that sequence to a VHS tape getting messed up, and the Gremlins performing shadow puppets and then getting mixed up in a John Wayne film with weird dubbing. It's a cute thing to play along with since it's VHS versus theaters, to give you that more realistic feel again and that more viewership pleasure, but the original scene's way better. The film continues as normal, and we are blessed with more Gremlins and parodies, such as an electrical gremlin. Hell, even our flasher gremlin retards before getting kicked in the nuts. Ouch. And some of the other ones that we mentioned earlier, George and Lenny of Mice and Men. Tell me about the rabbits, George. You don't want to know about the rabbits. No, you really don't. They have cool designs, but Daffy gets real goofy. Those eyes. Whose are they? Is it safe? Oh, it hurts when my eyes do that. And Mohawk turns into a sick-ass spider form in the end, but then gets defeated by kick-ass, adorable Gizmo, taking in his inner Rambo and killing the bastard. Bye, Felicia. The two best, in my opinion, Brain Gremlin, voiced by the great, and I mean great, Tony Randall, and Greta, the sexy female one. Hot. Whew, she changed me. I'm a sick bastard. Brain Gremlin teaches us how to be civilized, and we get a New York, New York musical number. Greta dresses provocatively and lusts after Forster, played by Robert Picardo, who is the chief of security. Lucky son of a bitch me, look at her. Calm down, boy. Calm down. In the end, Billy wets them all and unleashes the electrical gremlin, and they all get electrocuted. And another fun little nod and bit of joke, the eye-melting witch gremlin. Damn, I love this series. The owner, which I forgot to mention, Mr. Clamp, who has some good scenes too, rewards Billy and the crew with promotions and hires Mr. Katsuji as a cameraman. Happy ending. Billy, Kate, and Gizmo are reunited for good and go home as a happy family. Oh, I love happy endings, but they do get a call for help from Forster. He's alone with Greta, the only surviving gremlin. She's dressed as a bride, a blushing bride. I do. Okay, come up there to give him a big old kiss. He oddly accepts it, and from what I can tell, lets her go down on him. That's how they end it. Wow. But in the end, bravo, Dante. I loved it. Let's go off with my only complaints. My only complaints would be it does miss the heart of the first film, and we do get less screen time from Gizmo, and actually less screen time of Billy and Kate. It's more focused on all the quirky new gremlin creations, which I don't mind, but it's still kind of wish we would get to see more interaction between our beloved human characters and Gizmo. More of the good likes? A well-made score by Jerry Goldsmith, who conducted and composed it.
Dun 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 dun. Bop bop bop. Well, we can't afford the music. Don't come after us for that. If you do, I'll come for you. You know what I do with one touch of my finger? And not this one either. So anyway.
New and improved effects and puppetry. Gizmo had all these expressions. It was amazing. And again, the creations, animatronics for all the Gremlins, wonderful. The original Gremlins was a financial success. And Warner Brothers asked Joe Dante, to make a sequel right away. Dante, however, thought Gremlins had a proper ending and it was done. There was no more to tell. He declined, and thus feeling like a sequel would only be made for obvious, money-grabbing reasons. Plus, Dante said it was a taxing experience and he wanted to move on. But the studio did go on through all sorts of various writers and directors. After these all fell through, though, Dante did return and agreed to make the sequel after receiving one of those rare promises complete creative control over the movie. And that's what I love to hear, and that's why you get such a unique, awesome original sequel like this. And he also got a budget triple that of the original. Now, Gremlins 2, the new batch, was not a financial success, and Dante himself acknowledged that it was probably because so much time has passed, 6 years, and it lost its appeal. Gremlins 2 takes place in New York during 89 and 90, during a time when cable, frozen yogurt, and genetics were a big common thing and popular in the culture, which is why there was lots of parody of that in the film. Other great parodies I have to give was Leonard Maltin, who made a cameo, one of the better cameos again. Dante, in his love of trying to parody and satirize the original film, I love that so much that he did this. The sequel had all those meta references and self-referential humor. And again, Leonard Maltin originally did not like Gremlins. Oh boy. And he's in there being kind of told that he does like it. He does like it by the other gremlins that are going at him. It's pretty funny.
I'm getting so thirsty.
One of the other negatives is Hoyt Axton, Billy's father, the inventor guy, was supposed to return for the film. Apparently, he was supposed to be at the end of the movie and design special clothing for Gizmo that would ensure he would never come in contact with water again. I love that idea. I wish they would have done it. The reasoning not to, last minute, they figured that was too much to make the film go and it had to reduce time. That could have been like 2 minutes. Would it really have killed him? Just imagine the cute little suit he could have had. Haha, crap. Anyway, sure, this movie wasn't as well received as Gremlins in '84, but over the years, as usual, it's gotten popular and cult status while missing the heart of the first. The second tried something new, and it worked for me, and obviously for generations later down the road. While I feel the original is the best, it's only by a small percentage. These two are basically tied. Both films are brilliant, and I still wish we'd gotten a third. Over the years, there has been talks of many ideas for a third, and I really like some of the ideas. Like Gizmo gaining another Mogwai friend. Because, I mean, he should have a buddy, and maybe that Mogwai turns to a gremlin, and because of his bond with Gizmo, the only good gremlin to kind of defend and sweep almost a sickle for his buddy, even having to fight the battle between the inner conflict. That sounds like an idea. Or all the gremlins piling up all the critters and stuff and making a giant Godzilla-like gremlin. Holy crap. There is an animated film that was supposed to come out, I believe, this Christmas, but with that POS virus, not my fault by the way, who knows when it'll come out and if it'll even be theatrical. Sad face. With more control over the film, Dante wonderfully created a project that he later would refer to as one of the more unconventional studio pictures ever. He had complete control, it showed, all of it looked like it was in the end, even while he was poking fun, satirizing the original and kind of giving a big middle finger, it seemed like he really did care about it, and it showed, and we all love it. He got to do some stuff that Warner Brothers would not have let him do. He allowed to break a number of rules of filmmaking, and it is wonderful, and by doing this, it influenced many other filmmakers for years to come, to now, and forever. Dante imagined Gremlins 2, the new batch, as a satire of Gremlins and sequels in general. Gremlins 2 did everything right, in my opinion. It took the silly premise and rules and went balls to the wall with it. It still had the cute charm, we got all the fun, all the puppets, all the cool effects, but that satire and the references was a wonderful new addition to this, and it's remembered 30 years later and 30 years after that. So that's my review. Go check it out. Hope you like it. Check out some more of us. Let me know if you want to hear anything. Yeah, like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Please. Oh well, later. Bright light! Bright light!
Oh, that's a review. Thank heaven that stuff only doesn't apply to everybody in the real world, right? I'm going this way today. Yes. Soon, little Giz, we shall rule the world. Yes. And we'll do it by producing a flop instead of a hit. It'll be gorgeous. It's so simple. Step 1, we find the... Wait. That's not me. That was me in another life. My name's not Alfalfa. You're not Gizmo.